whatever. Or put it to where your grammar is better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if we want to make it where the grammar is bad, that's fine too. But I would be smart with it. Do the grammar. I use proper grammar, but we ain't talking like white boys. We black, man.
Yeah.
We're black, so it don't. We ain't trying to sound all proper like we from. You know, no, not like that. Just be yourself, and that's the best way to be. And then we can learn from that, man.
Yeah.
That'll go a long way. And and don't try to like, okay, we're gonna talk about this subject. Let your subject be itself. Let it be whatever. And then if you want to talk about a certain subject, you ain't even got to tell me. All you got to do is start talking about it, and I'll follow suit. I know how to do that very well. So and and then again, sometimes if we want to structure it, we can. We'll structure it. However, you can write down some notes and say, look here, we'll talk about it first before we record it, and then just do it. So it can be several ways you could approach it. So whatever make you, whatever's good for you, support it.
This is Thrive, Don't Just Survive, and this is Hip Hop Talk. And today I'm having a kind of like an interrelated segment called Talking Shit with my pops. He been around, but of course he wasn't around. So after a while, you start to realize what you need around, and you go expand and kind of just basically expand to include more. You include enough that where you realize what you should include, what you could include, and what it could mean, especially after the reflection of what you didn't have and what it could mean, and plus exactly what it means now. But anyway, what it do? How you doing, pops?
I'm doing all right, Doc.
Yeah.
Everything is everything, man. I'm painting this house over here in Lamar, over here about where old Lincoln Gym used to be. I'm right across the street. I'm at that vacant lot, big old that big field out there where it used to be. So I'm right across the street from that.
Yeah.
And it's hot out here, man. Ants everywhere. So
What's the temperature out there?
Been putting out ant killer everywhere, man. But look, Doc, man, there's not a day that I don't think about me not being there for you guys. My life then, thank you, Lord, it ain't what it used to be. It ain't what I want it to be. But it's definitely not what it used to be. I think about that, man, what caused me my downfall and how I could try, but I don't think I can ever make up for it. But I just want you to know that, man, I love you, man. And I don't try to get all sentimental about it because I know that you need a relationship with me, man. For your own mental, being and you know that it's right. Um, I feel sometimes that I'm not deserving to be, even having a talk with you and stuff like that. But man, I appreciate you reaching out. Appreciate you, and I thank God for you wanting to have a relationship with me, because you got a lot of kids out there, families that don't even talk to each other, man. Daddy gone, or even if they there, they don't communicate. So I appreciate this, and it's more. It means more to me than you think, and I just can't express it all. It'll get kind of emotional, But I just want to keep it real with you, and for the sake of have somebody try to get all emotional, so they won't, so they don't have to say what they need to say. Like it chokes them up too much. Now, don't choke me up. It just makes me feel we're really blessed to be still here. That's for one thing, you know. I wish I could change the past, but I can't, man. And I was in a bad spot then, in a bad place. Everything around me, to me, I didn't like it. And I tried to change it by changing my mind by being on drugs, where I could, I guess, view it in another way that I could cope with it. You know, me not being high or whatever, I couldn't cope with it, man. But not knowing that being high made it worse. I just didn't know that. You know, being sick, man. And that's what I was back then. God, man, gave me a new frame of mind. He changed my way of thinking, and so that's what I'm living off now. I'm in the church, play drums, Anointed Praise Missionary Baptist Church up in Hitchcock. Been there 5 years. I've been in just about all the churches around here in Texas City. Mount Paran, that was my first marriage when I got married on Aunt Mel's birthday in 2004. I married her, and I married Mary. Uh, what was that? November 17th, and that was 2014. And she just passed. That was February 26th. Very, very spiritual woman, man. Beautiful, inside and out. And she'll always be in my heart. I talk to her all the time. I'll say something to her, and I'll do the answer to it. So she's always with me, man. And as far as my future, I don't really know. Well, I know what I want to do. I want to pursue my music. I play drums and I sing and I write songs. I do R&B songs, gospel songs, rap. I do just about a little bit. When it comes to music, I just play one instrument. That's just the drums. But I like creating and just being spontaneous, man. Somebody just say, okay, I'm gonna give you a title, and you start singing something. So they'll give me a title, and I just start singing just right off the bat, and don't even think about it. So I've been doing that since like ninth grade. First song I wrote was "You Rain on My Parade," because I wanted to go to the store and ride my little bike, and it started raining real hard, and I wrote that song, but it was about a girl, I see life as something that you got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. You got to keep going. No matter if you fall, you got to get up. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down. You got to get up more than you fall. Break your screen and all that stuff. Crack it all up. But man, yes, I just want to, I value the time, man, that we have together, that we talk when we talk. Because that makes my day. When I look at the phone, see, I got my son James on the on the readout, and I say, man, that's Doc. He called him, So, and if ever I could answer, if ever I don't answer, don't think I don't see it unless I'm not, by my phone or whatever. If I can't answer it, I can't answer it at the time. But I don't never just avoid you. Oh man. What a day. I'm painting the house, like I've told you. God just brought me some water out here. And that's good. But anyway, I'm just ranting, man, just letting you know how I feel. Let you know I love you. And I wish I could be around you more to do stuff, which help you with this, what you're doing. But I'm a phone call away. However we do it, however God lead us to do it, that's what we're going to do.
Nah, cause it's kind of funny, cause I'm glad I didn't say nothing, cause I was like, there's a whole lot of things popping into my head.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, shut up, nigga. You gotta listen. This is the time to listen. I was like, oh, this shit is hard. It's hard to listen. But especially when you got a chance to say some shit. This ain't no book, Like, that's the thing. People be arguing at books, arguing at the facts that the books lay out or whatever, or not listening to the book, and you ain't never gonna get shit. or you're
Right.
never gonna be able to realize if you don't, listen to the totality of it. But
And what we could do, Doc, we could do this sometime. You call, you ask questions, man. You know what I mean?
yep,
Ask me what you want to know, and that way you won't have to worry about. We both can learn. See, because the answer that I'm going to give you is going to teach me. See, I don't know what you're going to ask, and it don't matter what you ask. You got a right to know anything you ask me. I ain't gonna tell you, man, that ain't your business. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I
yeah.
never talk to you like that. So,
But step by step,
yeah.
it'll be. Unfortunately, I'll take the lead.
hmm And you know what? I was thinking about it. I came to the realization that okay, he's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna ask me nothing. So I'm gonna just, I just gotta keep talking. And so, uh, I could have went longer than that, but it's just I said, okay, he's not gonna say nothing. So let me just go ahead and but I could
Man, because I knew
and
if I would have said anything, then I would have kept talking.
yeah.
And then your
And I
ass
like to
wouldn't have
go off
said
the cuff,
nothing. So I
man.
was just like, fuck,
I
all
like to
right.
go off the cuff. Yes, sir.
Yeah, now we gotta hurry up. I mean, not necessarily hurry up. That wasn't the word I was thinking, but in a sense, now I just gotta, you gotta talk. But I can put it all together in some type of way. But
Yeah.
it's
Just
just
learn from
step by
that one.
step.
You're gonna learn from all of them, buddy.
Yeah.
Just
But the
learn from that
thing,
one.
yeah, and the thing is that like once I have a certain amount of information, then I can process the information. So right
Hey,
now, I don't have to really work for having content. I already got content. So
got an idea. Have an idea. This is
yeah,
what you do. Whenever I'm talking, even though it's recorded, and when some idea come in your mind, just jot it down. Just a little old note. So have your pen and paper all the time. You know, all the time, because this is the more we get into this, man, it's gonna be a lot of things. Your ideas that you want to say and don't say, they're gonna be forgotten because you didn't just jot it down. Just put okay, okay, records. Okay, you just said saving money. Whatever it is. Just jot that down there, and that way you can expound on it when you do talk.
yeah,
That way, and then sometimes we'll be conversations where we just go back and forth. It can be like that. So, oh, I know you can talk. Who you think you got it from? Who you think? I'm saying. Wait a minute. I ain't been around Jackie so long. Jackie still talk a lot.
yeah, for the most part. But I took
Okay.
over, so like this nigga won't shut up. So,
boy. See?
but
I'm telling you, man.
okay, man. First off, man, man, how old are you?
61. It'll be 62 in October 27th.
All right,
This
all right. And I'm gonna say five little kind of like phrases or catch pieces, and you pick the one that you would like to talk about, and then
All right.
hold for a second. But out of follow your dreams, ask for help, create your future, be emotionally intelligent, do the opposite. Which one would you pick
Ask for help.
as for which one would you pick as probably like the most recommended thing that you would recommend for somebody to do, in a sense to create the foundation to all the others?
Ask for help.
Out of follow your dreams, ask for help, create your future, be emotionally intelligent, do the opposite. So ask for help is somewhat the first thing that you would probably recommend out of those five to have as a
Ask for help.
foundational
Yes, sir.
to create your
With,
future.
with, with hands down, ask for help because you need that. You need somebody in your corner. Can't do anything by yourself. You can't go to the store and just somebody got to be in there to ring your food up. You got to pay for it. See, you're always interacting with people. So yeah, mine is ask for help because you need it. And then look, you ever lose your way or whatever, you got to talk to somebody. They can direct you. Say, no, you can't. It's 10 miles back that way. Whatever. So yeah, ask for help I like that.
So building the foundation of being able to ask for help and getting what you want may be a good way to circumvent some of the perils of not knowing where to go or what to do, or kind of getting to your goals at a certain time, or even feeling like you can figure out something out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yes. People, and when you ask for help, you letting somebody know that you need them. A lot of people don't care if you need them or not. They won't help you. See? And it kind of makes you mad when you ask somebody for something and you don't get it, or you speak to somebody and they don't speak back to you. That's a pet peeve of mine, to tell you. But asking for help to me, is like praying. You go to church asking for help.
Hold on though. Yes. I was just thinking, because asking for help is like praying. Most people try to get some shit or just get something rather than do something. So it's just like,
Say that again, Doc. Say that again. I like that.
I can't even remember, but it's just like most people. Hold on.
I didn't really kind of hear it. I was leaning over in the truck.
Okay.
Man.
But I was just saying, most people, like, they go to ask for help. Because I was just thinking, like, to say is to pray. I was thinking how my shit went and how I came up. But to say is to pray, and, people go to the point where they ask for help, or they just think some stuff going to pop out of nowhere, or, I don't know,
Yes,
they think they got to go somewhere to get help, and I'm losing how I'm thinking, but it's
right there. See, your help is right there. Your help is when you open your mouth, and you always have somebody to talk to, because you can talk to God, talk to Jesus. So that's always having somebody to talk to. When you're talking to yourself, to me, that's the third person, the best person you can ever talk to is yourself. Because you ain't got to be in a mirror. You can just start talking to yourself. You begin coming up with answers that that you don't even, it's like you're somebody else. And I always like to take myself out of myself, like I'm not me, and talk to me. I ask myself questions, I say, hey, Joe, Cactus, man, look, how about, like a friend is with me or something. I do that a lot. Just to do it, just to see where I'm at.
Oh, well, in a sense, I was just thinking, like, it's a lot of ways that, like, people will go and they'll ask for something, or they'll, just put it, because you'll ask for, I forgot how you worded it.
Mm-hmm.
But you ask people for help and you get mad if they don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, yeah, I'm forgetting how I'm trying to say it. But either way, I'm gonna skip that point. It'll come back later. But for the most part, if you, let me see. I guess to this point of create your future, in what way now are you setting up to, get your bills underway, save money, start business? Like, what point are you, you expanding in? Like,
okay.
What are you doing to prepare?
I'm thinking more about I gotta get some insurance on me, man. I gotta get some insurance. I have to get that. I have to learn more about the system, Social Security, and all that stuff. Stuff I just been not even thinking about.
And also, I would say, bro, you gotta embrace it. Like, it's too many things that either you don't know willingly or you don't know ignorantly. You just ignoring, willingly.
I think it's willingly that I don't, because I know I could obtain it and I need it.
But also, it just comes to the point where you get to an age where when you reflect and you get to the age where you you kind of learn a totality of you not having at this age, you feel a certain way that you like, it ain't no excuse. So in a sense, it's still in a way of it, it's not no ignorance of the law don't mean you ain't gonna get prosecuted by the law. Just because you didn't know it was illegal to do something don't mean they ain't gonna lock you up. So just because you didn't never come across this stuff that you didn't know, is like the behoovement of doing it, it's always gonna be there. So that's why, you know, through some of these stories and coming up and learning, like, that's why I recommended certain things to you. But
it just my mindset has to move over to that.
Yeah,
I've been so programmed to what I'm doing now. It's hard to just do something different. That's the best.
Let me tell you something quick. I realized how did I create this? Like, I literally built it from the ground up, like gutted my van and all this, like I did it by listening and learning from others for a certain time by myself, and then for a certain time interacting with people, you know, a little bit more increasingly to the level. But in certain things, everything that you're gonna learn that you actually gonna do, like all this stuff that I built out and everything, I mainly did it by myself while listening to others. So it's like it wasn't nobody right next to me. Like these books or whatever else or whatever you choose to listen to, that's gonna either build you or it's gonna, you know, in a sense, the lack thereof. Like you gonna reflect and realize, I wish I would have known this, and you only gonna be able to realize that you wish you would have known what you coming across if you come across it. But if you still never come across it, you gonna still be shit out of luck. Like, I don't know this, and you know, and feeling a certain way. It's that mental that I don't know. I guess it's a certain mental feeling that I can't make it make sense, but
no, it's making sense. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, sir.
Like, yeah, I mean, all this stuff and everything that you get ready to believe you can do. And I mean, that's why I said it's like you got a less strenuous job that I had, but either way, it's like even right now, I listen to books. Like, that's all you got to do while you at work. And after a couple years, and even through those years, it got better for me. So that template of action or whatever. But yeah, I'm just let's see what else we got on the agenda. Okay, in what way have you been able to turn work into play?
Say it again, Doc.
In what way have you been able to turn work into play?
Work into play?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. My music is work. You know what I mean? So that's considered my play too, because my work. I mean, like when I'm on stage, I'm playing. To me, it's play. Now, for as you know, and then when I'm drawing, when I'm painting, you know, doing my artwork and stuff, all that's play. When I'm making clothes, that's work to me. You know, because sooner or later somebody would say, "You made this. Can you do this for me? Can you?" So it'll turn into work. So it's play at first, and then it really kind of turns into work. But anyway, like when I'm on a job, like the job I'm on now, it just mentally, I just put my self in the mindset of that it's just play. I'm gonna play, you know, and so I can enjoy it and get through it, and it's not, you know, burden, you know, bored, you know, be bored, you know, just.
Hey, brother. I was just thinking, you know, it's a saying that it say when you work more on yourself than you do at your job, you'll gain more or some shit like that. But if you, like, in a sense of it, and maybe in the past of a reflection, and so only you know your reflection, so you ain't got to debate on nothing, or it may not even apply to you, so you can act like it don't and still be all in control. But especially in control of other people's reaction or feelings, or even control of your feelings that other people you think you got on you or whatever. But either way, man, yeah, maybe you in your past you focused too much on your job, and you never know it was an option to focus on your job and yourself at the same time while at your job, but focus on yourself at a greater, like, percentage in a sense, and kind of like build yourself at the same time, like while you in a sense of the bigger thing anytime, any job you working, you ain't really shit. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't making no money.
Mm-hmm.
The overall of the job is you working for somebody else. So whether they
Mm-hmm.
paying you or not, it's still to in different ways. Or I guess on a steady hourly job type dynamic is probably a certain whatever perspective, but you know, and that's why no matter if you making $500 or making $150, that's per hour or whatever. It really don't matter what the money you make. If you still got a mundane job and you not, or you listening, if you got a job where you listening to music all day and you ain't listening to books, those potential of words that you can come across, that did everything for me to help me change. Nah, so basically, yeah, I mean, you just try to put it in them books. Like, that's all. Because, I mean, how many books have you listened to last month?
No.
All right. Well, I mean, what about the month before?
No.
Okay. Well, just by chance, what about the month before?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not even laughing at by saying none. I'm laughing at me for all I listened to was the richest man in Babylon. Now, everything else you've been saying. Now, here's my excuse, and it's an excuse too. It don't hold water, but this is my excuse. Man, I just don't have the time.
We literally got to figure out how to make choices. And once we figure out how to make choices that are easy and comfortable for us, and nigga, we doing it. We able to listen to the people don't even know you listening to them. I ain't gonna know you listening to shit I say when you going to do it, cause you do your own fucking. That means when I get off the phone, you gotta live.
Right.
So it's like, how do you live? What what is your philosophy? What builds your philosophy? How do you add on to your philosophy? Like that's what I do. That's what I that is my intentions. That is my prayer. I don't go out and do none of that shit and then go to church and ask for some shit. Like, what the fuck are you asking for? You don't need nothing at this point. Like right now, I literally don't need nothing. Like I got money, I got this, I got that, you really don't need nothing. So to come from the point where you always could understand why to go to church and why to ask and all this, and you never had nothing, and then you come up, you never had nothing, but then you end up getting something, and then you never, I don't know, it's just all different and weird. But yeah, it's just different ways to acquire. So you may be able to incorporate it, and it may be it's definitely not going to be verbatim, because your whole foundation is different than mine. But just attempt to collect some stories and see how different life is after a while. That's all it is. It may take a while. So what are you looking at for your for your van?
Well, I'm not.
And this is okay. Put it like this.
Getting a van.
Put it like this. This is a bug out van. This is the future. So this is gonna happen no matter what. What are you looking at for your van? This is how you got to talk to. This is your prayer.
I haven't thought about it.
What? So think about it right now.
I'm gonna get at some. Yeah, I'm gonna get at some thought because.
Okay, well, just off the fly, just how you said off of improv, start thinking right now.
Gotcha. Let's start talking.
Yeah, like this. Whether
this is what I want to do.
This is how you do
it. I got you. This is what I want to do. First of all, find me a van. Matter of fact, I saw one, and but I didn't have that in mind. So, but yeah, get a van. Find out what to do to kind of insulate it more. I would do that. I would insulate it. Then I would seeing what I need for is communication. What kind of communication I'm going to have up in there. What I'll be able to do. Computer pad and stuff like that. Get a computer. Be able to access the internet. Stuff like that. The sleeping arrangements, how I'm going to sleep, that's to me, that's protocol. I sleep in the van on the floor, on some sheets. It don't matter to me. But I won't, but I'm just saying. But I would get my communication, how I'm going to live in there. what that's going to be. Get that set up where I can be anywhere and then communicate with who I'm always going to be out and asking for help. That's my main thing. I'm always going to be reaching out because I always need somebody.
Yeah.
Can't do it alone. So my thing is to check it out with the communication that I need. That's the thing with me.
I keep thinking that, all of that can get achieved because I barely put each week maybe $300 at most towards getting what I need and, watching. Say again?
For your communication stuff?
Yes, because in totality, it doesn't take much money. All of what you're talking about, comparably speaking, is small things. Very small price, just everything. It's not nothing to really worry about. At most, you may want to get a cell phone a signal booster. But if you live in the city, you shouldn't have to worry about it much. But you should be able to luckily for me, I can go around to different carriers. So you can do a little bit of shopping. But the cell phone plans and stuff like that is not much money. So if you go through that route of just finding a decent carrier or whatever, you should be set. And as long as you start right now, and that's the whole thing of it, you don't have to pray in a sense, you don't have to pray at the moment about to receive or what to do, because in the past you prepared on what to do for what you wanted. So in that preparation, you came across everything that quote unquote God had for you to come across in your exploration to attain. And if you join him in that exploration to attain, you receive more than just a handout or a giving. You receive an understanding and just a broader sense of how to attain or how to kind of like get what you don't know or how to create and everything. And, just even in different ways, your foundation is, probably already coinciding with what you're going to learn that is, kind of what you feel you may need to do. So the more that you kind of come across different things, you just get magnified by your past plus what you know and how you can implement it. And then the situation at which you can employ it or whatever, that's all unique to everything that you learn. So
my thing right now is this. I gotta work. Not having it just a 9 to 5. I have a 24-hour job, and that's always looking for work. That's my job. And I always find something. Every single day I'm doing something. But until I get through with getting the stuff out the house over here and getting over to my house, I'm really not, I can't, my mind is not all set into what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have enough time to,
remember.
Like I should be working at the house over here getting the stuff out of there. See, I should be doing that now, but I got to work. I got to eat. The bills still got to be paid. At my house, so my rent still got to be. No matter what, that's gonna be always.
But bro, what I'm thinking about, like your life is such that if you don't figure out a different way, you ain't gonna be able to maintain. You can't work forever. Like if you can't do something, basically at 70 that you can do at 50, why do it at 50? And that's what I come in contact with my feelings. If I can't do it at 70, why am I going to do it at 35? Like, I'm trying to find things that I can do for the rest of my life. So, kind of to break into that, like, that's what we got to figure out a way for you to do, man. Because this stuff ain't going to hold you up after a while.
I feel that because it's 70 coming, too.
Yeah, it's no matter what. Shit, anything can happen, and you ain't got no foundation at all. You ain't gonna ever have time to build a foundation. So to realize what you could do, in a sense, to realize what you can do with the pure essentials of having melanin, fucking being a man, having your legs walking, all these different things, and then your mind. Everybody try not to include that much, or to different extents, but when you find a way out, you find a way out. Or, when you get down to actually getting sick, then you'll take any medicine. So it's like when your ass gonna be, broke in the future, then you're gonna be listening to anything, but it's gonna be too late because the actions that you could have took, you just won't have that potential time. So tiptoe into that for your own self when you're alone and doing whatever. Just consider some of what you heard. Cause I can't, only you know what you heard, no matter what. Even from the point of view, and not necessarily only me, just the totality of everything that you actually heard. And that's just the thing,
it's got to change today, John.
Yeah, bro. It's
today, Doc.
It's stories. Like your life, the stories don't change, but your story changes from listening to the story. So in every way of the day, like I do it in every way, like literally in every way of the day. So for somebody to not be able to do it is really poppycock. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you just ain't doing it because you don't realize what it is. Like everybody I preface with, everybody I show, they all like, whoa, that's like it's interesting. But still, like, I mean, that's all it come down to. I mean, and start on the other side too. When I started this shit, I came to listen to what is that? Jim Rome. Yeah, Jim Rome, How to Have the Best Life Ever. So I would say start there, because that's only 4 hours, and that's somebody talking. Like, man, listen to that old man. He probably older than you when he talking, or comparably so, the same age. But that was the guy that I listened to. So you fucking act like I'm smart. Shit, listen to my mentor type of shit. Of course I don't have no mentors, because everybody's my mentor. The point of listening to a book is my mentor. The point of listening to people, period, is my mentor. So, in a sense, I ain't had no daddy like that. So the whole everything is my pops. The whole everything, you got to learn how to listen to men. And then you include it all in your character. Not let it, not let it change you. But that whole point of listening and trying to learn and fucking take care of myself, and hey, that's what I learned. So like you can only give people what you got, and if it really ain't got shit, it's gonna make you reflect a certain way. So like I don't want you to get to that point where you can't reflect, because just like the other, shit, ain't who is really preparing, man? like who is really doing this shit, like, and who is really listening? You pray for people.
You got me to where it's like you opened my mind up to something that I've been just procrastinating on, and you know it.
Well, I mean, you just gotta.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, so that's a good thing. I'm talking about. It's so good, man. I needed this, and I was fixing to get off. I gotta get off. I gotta go though.
Yep.
But look, I was fixing to get off earlier. I'm glad I didn't say anything, man. I kept listening to you. See what I'm saying? And that's why I don't ever try to just rush off the phone with you anyway. Period. But you just said the last 5 minutes of talking, man.
Yeah, because think of right here.
Really got me.
And I got an hour on the phone that I've been talking to you, and then the last 11 minutes is recorded. So just those last 11 minutes. So for your potential to be kind of understood or either way, it's like that's the thing of it. Like, shit. That's the only reason why in a sense, that's the only reason why I talk to you, because I gotta listen to myself. Like, so shit. It's just like if I can make money off of this, that's all I'm trying to do. Make money off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. And everybody waiting for, in a sense, a handout from God, from ourselves, from whatever. So I just figured out how to turn on and being lucky. And if it wasn't for the richest man in Babylon, I never would have really contemplated as much about that to consider these type of definitions. So everybody got potential, and I'll let you know in the future. So go on and go handle your thing, and I appreciate talking to you.
I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
Yep, it's all
Love
good.
You, Doc. Take care, man. Be careful.
All right.
All right, bye.
And that was Hip Hop Talking Shit. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man.